About a month ago, I wrote one of our Divrei Torah, our weekly email sermons, and I wrote that if there are questions that you have, if there's any kind of rabbinic questions or theological questions, if you want to know how to do the choreography of the service, if you want to know how to do Chagba or Galila, the lifting or the dressing of the Torah, anything at all, to reach out to me, to give me a call, to text me, to email me, to set up a time, and we can go over these things. Now, I don't want to throw anyone under the bus, but the turnout has been a little disappointing. So, in order for us to kind of kick this off and get this started, I'm going to ask the first question, and I'm going to encourage you to reach out and ask me these questions as well. So if there's one question that I get probably more than any other question from congregants during the weekly service, it involves the words Yashar Koach, or as we probably hear more often, Yashar Koach or Shkoyach, the quick, short Ashkenazi version. And many people have come up to me and they say, people keep saying these strange words to me. They say Yashar Koach to me, or they say Shkoyach to me. What does it mean? What do I say back? Is there any kind of protocol? Is there kind of etiquette? What usually happens in this interaction is someone will say Yashar Koach, and the other person will have a blank stare and look at them and maybe wave or maybe say thank you and shake a hand. So today our question is, what is the phrase Yashar Koach? When is it used? And how do we respond to it? So Yashar Koach is a Hebrew term which quite literally means may your strength be straight. So koach, the word for strength, and yashar is the word for straight. It is really a colloquial way of saying good job, well done. It is also a word of encouragement, yashar koach. And the correct response back if someone says yashar koach to you is to respond by saying baruch tihiyeh. Baruch tihiyeh. So if you hear this colloquially done in a very quick way, you might hear someone say shkoyach and someone else will say baruch tihiyeh. Very quick kind of mushed together way of saying well done, thank you very much. Now baruch tihiyeh, the response, literally means may you be blessed. It's a really beautiful way of saying well done, and instead of making it about you, making it about the person who did the honor, if they read an aliyah, if they came up for an aliyah, if they lifted the Torah for Chagba, if they dressed the Torah for Galila, if they did Peticha, the ark opening, all of these different honors, you traditionally say Yashar Koach, may your strength be straight, well done. And instead of that person responding, oh thank you, I did a great job, in kind of a personal way, is to repay the favor and to say, thank you for what you've just said to me, may you be blessed. And it is a way of building community. So again, those words are Yashar Koach, to say to someone, well done, and the response is Baruch Tihiyeh. Now, if we want to get into the little nitty-gritty, there's actually some grammatical differences that we should technically be saying. So if a woman does something well, if a woman goes up to receive an aliyah, or to lift the Torah, or to read Torah, instead of saying Yashar Koach, technically, grammatically, the correct thing to say would be Yashar Kochech. That is to say, may your strength in the feminine be strengthened. And again, similarly, if you were to say the response, if a woman said Yashar Koach to you, you would respond by saying Baruch Tihiyi instead of Baruch Tihiyeh. These are just slight grammatical differences. So we see this probably the argot of the synagogue and of Jewish religious life takes more of the Yiddish approach to this, which is to drop out any kind of gender endings and to just make it into a universal Shkoyach Baruch Tihiyeh. Again, that means well done, may you be blessed. So as we go into Shabbat this week, I want to again encourage you, if you have any questions, if you have any thoughts, if you wonder why we do something the way we do, please reach out to me, text me, send me an email, find me on Facebook, or make an appointment with me. Let's sit down, let's learn together. And if you do that phone call, if you make that phone call, I will be the first person to wish you a shkoyach. So as we go into Shabbat together, let's push ourselves to try new things, to challenge ourselves, and to learn about this tradition and about this faith that is so important to us. So from Meredith and I, from our families to yours, we are wishing you a Shkoyach, a Yashar Koach, and we also wish that you be blessed. So have a peaceful, restful, beautiful Shabbat, and may it be filled with blessings, may it be filled with song, may it be filled with laughter, may it be filled with family and friends. Shkoyach.